playing against Shopify, but they actually also lost Icebox yesterday. So and it was off of Zan having a dominant performance. And I mean,
Yeah.
if Zan can do it, I mean, I for sure Floor can do it. And I really like this Shopify comp. I love the stuff that they were doing with the coves and Floor dashing onto that A site. And on the opposite side, FlyQuest run a little bit more of a standard comp, which is still very good. But if Shopify plays around that dagger very well, it can be outplayed. So just off the start here, it looks like it is going to be an early B fight for Shopify. And they're all baiting for Floor, who's just sitting in that back yellow, holding the mid to B split. Oh,
Dude,
Floor's going to go crazy right here.
Stay down.
Oh.
Yep. There was the first. Sarah's joining in with it. I thought for a moment they were able to disrespect the harbor wall, so it wasn't going to matter, but the spam out and then Floor's positioning was so nice. They're hunting, dude. They're prowling. It's a pack mentality.
I mean...
And I...
Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
Oh. Just for Shopify get the pistol.
I know I've been hyping up a lot of the Shopify players as we should be, but Starbound has probably had one of the best series in this tournament.
Yes.
Going off, even in that pistol, getting 4, like potentially bringing it back. That was actually, I don't even know how Floor even saw Starbound there because it looked like Starbound was tucked.
Yeah, it looked like she was around the angle.
So that trade was,
That was wild.
like, I mean, maybe if Floor is like a centimeter to the left, not able to see Starbound, but that's what it's been coming down to on some of these rounds between these two teams. It's been so down to the wire. And Shopify looked like they had such a hard read on that pistol. I don't know. I don't know, man. Good prep, I guess.
It's not a great start. All right. You know Floor is there. Aggressive angle.
Yeah.
Second round. There's a good chance there's either a Marshall or an Outlaw. Do you still push into this?
I like when Jet players decide to disrespect the KO knife.
Yeah.
Because a lot of teams expect, oh, enemy Jet got knife. They're going to move. They're going to rotate.
Right.
Maybe go to the other site potentially. But when you sit there and you really challenge, it makes it even more oppressive for teams because now, okay, yeah, the knife hit, but we got to invest more into pushing that duelist off. I don't think Floor's going to clear this.
Nope.
Clean.
Nice little 2-tap. I thought for a second Dodo was the one in trouble, but the position was perfect the entire time.
30 seconds left.
That's one way to punish a duelist.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now they have that outlaw. Oh, and the dart connected. Oh,
Here's the Outlaw.
This isn't good.
Perfect. No, it's not. Perfectly found. The potential of a Thrifty on the cards unless Shopify can stabilize, and it does not look like it's going to be the case. Melanoia left alone.
Oh my
Big
gosh.
pushing through the wall. The classic connects. A Thrifty round to tie us up at 1.
Gun here.
As I'm speaking about how much I like when Jets decide to stay. Floor just not understanding that Donut got pushed all the way up into that jail area. And that kill alone, putting the Outlaw in the hands of Starbound, who's been having a crazy series, including last map.
Yeah, you were mentioning that earlier. Starbound has been very impressive.
Don't want that. The Outlaw's so good. And now you have it going into this round too. This is so good for you. Should be free kills.
Should be. There they go. One was found. That's the ult online for Starbound.
So much of the talks of playing against Shopify is don't make mistakes. Don't give them the opportunities. But now we're seeing the opposite of Shopify actually making a crucial mistake.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
The question is, where does the punish come in, and how long can you continue to snowball this and punish? Because as we were talking about in the previous map, Shopify have this like weird tendency to pull rounds out of hats. So I think for FlyQuest, yes, Shopify made a massive mistake. You stay double down, you stay buttoned up, and I think you can really punish this on a map that you shouldn't necessarily be getting an advantage on.
Yeah, taking that round and running away with it is what you want. And
right,
they were in a similar spot on I think, was it Lotus, where they ecoed, and then on their bonus,
Revealing area.
kind of trolled when they had the outlaw. So like I hope that they let Starbound cook a little bit here, try to take some of these fights, at least get a leg shot or a body shot on a somebody from Shopify, instead of going for like a full 5 hit.
Yep.
Allow your guns to do some work. I mean, you have such a good buy going into this, and the KJ ult. I like the way they're playing, but
They're starting to clear out some of that mid utilities too. They have to understand that's where the push is coming from, and it's fast. Shopify there to greet.
oh,
Yep.
Spike down mid.
Some of that spam coming
One
through
enemy remaining.
is nice,
Shock dart.
but it's all just a tease.
yeah. I feel like something that FlyQuest can really work on, and just in the future in general, or even if they take a time out and try to make the adaptation, and maybe for next half, is on these bonus rounds, maybe just trying to cook up
30
something a
seconds left.
little bit better. But oh, this timing from Blaze is actually perfect.
Remaining.
Oh my gosh.
Scanning ahead.
No way! Oh, I can't believe Sarah swung and took that fight.
30 HP.
Oh my goodness, Lace almost did
They
that.
demand a fight. Who are we to disobey?
Just imagine, Doug, if they take their time with everybody, when everybody's alive, right? Look at how much of an opening Lace was able to have.
Enemy remaining.
I really want them to work more on prodding
Oh.
somebody into the sights on those
Yeah.
rounds.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll see it here with Starbound on the up, attack up, 5th round. This is not something you see every day.
No, but you feed the hot hand. And Starbound has a hot hand right now.
Starbound has
I
to
have
be
this
the one
right here.
taking these first engagements with the op, though. I need to see more aggression with this op, especially with the way that Shopify plays, like this kind of using util off a contact style.
Oh, that's
The
really
timing was-
aggressive. Oh, and Lace gets one with the ult. That 1-2 punch was way too
It's
much
really
for
good.
Alexis. Yeah.
And then they cut noise. Just have the op post. I like this. Oh no. Oh no.
Planted.
Oh, no way. I thought she was dead. But Noya plays her life, gets the kill, stays alive. It's a temporary reset on the round. Floor 1 from Blades. Starbound
smokes?
still with the op, repositioning, trying to find an angle.
This op should get
That they
so
can
much
hold.
value.
There's the one smoke.
remaining.
Literally the only smoke they had.
Headshot.
Floor's positioning, aggressive, one found.
So aware.
Nailed them.
Oh my god.
This is getting uncomfortably close.
Oh,
Oh, there it
Viper
is. I
volleys.
was wondering what the layer was. Yeah, because there's no way they were going to play that far off. There's still not enough time. There's not enough time. A stalemate between the two jets.
Here.
The kills come through, but the round goes to favor the attack.
Perfect post-plant scenario for FlyQuest, even though they all go down.
Remaining.
When you take out both smokes,
Headshot.
that op gets even more value, and that's how you saw Noya just get picked off.
Nailed
That
them.
Right.
singular jet smoke fading while the retake is coming through.
Here.
So FlyQuest take the lead. An outlaw still in the hands of Starbound. 10-3 on the attack side for the Killjoy. Outrageous.
Having a heck of a game.
Yeah. Waiting out the dart. I like this from Donut.
And just having that op presence alone, it just changes the way that you have to play the defense.
Oh, for sure.
You're kind of scared to peek certain things, and that's actually what ended up having Donut find that timing onto site with the Sova ult.
Mm-hmm.
When your op peaks certain angles, it gives you the confidence to be able to walk up into that space and be more ready for a passive player that's holding from maybe backside or something like that.
Well, and I think on the other side of the coin, you wouldn't be expecting the jet to be contacting up,
Yeah.
right? Like, it's just not what you would expect. That's on the floor. And that was really the last weapon they had. They're all going to crumble.
Oh my gosh. Just jet things. Just jet things. Man,
That was pretty out from Donut.
it feels so good to be able to watch Jets on Icebox again. I know a lot of people out there were like, nah, Icebox. But when you have the Jet on that A side of the map, it's always chaos and so many different things you can do, so many different elevations you can get on. And when you have the knives as well, it's kind of just like a playground in that area.
Yeah, it really is. And we've seen some historic moments on that site.
Yeah.
The timeout caught from Shopify just 6 rounds in on the map, a map that they have made their own multiple times throughout this tournament.
And I feel like we should make a bet of if Shopify win this round out of the timeout, how many rounds are they going to win after that? Are they going to win the half out?
yeah.
Like, because that's what we've seen every time Effie's calls a timeout. Shopify just like, they just wake up. Okay,
Yeah,
time to
that's true.
try. It's almost like it just takes a couple of those rounds of just losing for Effies to download an entire team. So far, FlyQuest has been playing a really great Icebox attack, all off of that eco round win.
Yeah, they really haven't looked back since then.
And this,
even then, that eco round win was pretty.
Yeah, it was. FlyQuest aren't playing like as antsy, I would say, as I've seen them play in the past, and I think that's working to their advantage. Like taking their time, getting players like Dodonut pushed up on that eco round and just holding while they show presence elsewhere, waiting for any mistakes and punishing the mistakes that Shopify make. Because even though Shopify is such a dominant team, no one is truly perfect, and people make mistakes. I mean, round by round.
Yeah.
Look at how aggressive Donut is.
You got to do it if you're the Jet.
Yeah.
They've taken a lot of space. They've invested in Saunders ult, and now they have a site.
And they have the Molly primed and ready for the KJ alt retake, but does this KJ alt come from screen or heaven?
Yeah, that's what's tough, man. Trying to figure out where it's coming from. Do you have the protocols to deal with it?
Oh, they're ready for it. They're ready for it.
A few steps ahead. They're waiting this out a little bit. Now repositioning.
Yeah, might as well play out now. Don't need to play it anymore.
Sarah. Oh, Sarah's up top. Donut down low.
Oh,
The numbers their way. Now on
Enemy
Alexis.
remaining.
oh my gosh.
Quietly trying to put this thing back. It's on Alexis now. A 1v3. You hear the Outlaw shooting through. Lace gets the kill. Another round for FlyQuest on the other side of a timeout from Effie's.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
All
That
of a
is
sudden.
surprising.
Yep. All of a sudden, a different narrative is being made. And I like how FlyQuest is playing this. I didn't really agree with them staying in the site, but they showed me wrong, because at the end of the day, they had Starbound playing that heaven area as the win con in case anything else went south. This op or martial presence has been a lot.
My ult is ready.
It's been making Shopify play a lot more passive. And that's opening up the site hits from FlyQuest, and it's just looking so clean. Something else I want to note as well is that FlyQuest has picked the right site, I think, about almost every round other than pistol.
Yeah. Yeah, they've had a couple of really good guesses on what site to hit. You're right. It's a deep wall. They've taken a lot of space. Thea's gonna get the spike down. Look at the layers, man.
Spike
You've got
planted.
2 mollies that were there.
Yeah,
They're now gone.
Yeah, they keep throwing them a little bit too early.
Yeah, but then also, I wondered if Thea was gonna go ahead and drop the pit right off the bat, but it seems like they're trying to play on site.
How did Dodonut die, by the way?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
It is
no.
just pistols.
Say it
no,
ain't
no.
so.
No.
Say it ain't so.
Floor has a weapon. It is planted.
Oh, that cove is
Oh,
big.
half?
Oh,
Half?
Player
Half?
standing.
They can stick this.
my God.
Oh, that's big from Thea!
Just play bomb.
8 bullets. The spam through!
Oh no.
They did it again!
Oh no, Doug.
Dude, that's such a miserable spot for Theta Beam because no matter what, as soon as you spam, you're gonna get traded. She had a Vandal. There was no way to conceal that. And that's exactly what Floor played into. As soon as the spam came out from Thea at the end, it was an easy pop back from Floor.
And the op working against FlyQuest in that scenario.
Wow.
Just a bit of a blunder misplay running in way too early. And honestly, if Starbound would have just broken that cove with the op, yeah, it's not ideal.
Oh, that was an op in the hands of Floor.
Uh-oh.
Starbound read her like a book. Wow. And so that massive investment that they continued putting in the hands of their Killjoy pays off once more.
They're in a really good spot right now, especially because this Viper ult is down. That Viper has to stay in that A side of the map, and you'll know very fast just from audio alone if the Viper leaves that pit.
That wall goes up, and you imagine that the rotation is going to come through for Mel here soon.
This 1-2 punch from Dodo Nut and
Whoa.
Starbound has been insane.
I love this Reckoning right now. Look at all the time that Mel is getting. There's so much space she's able to
Bomb's
take.
not down.
No. They're still having to clear all this utility.
Uh-oh.
And now with 35 seconds left, you have to ask the question, do you flip the map?
How
Do you
many?
rotate back?
30 seconds
She has to
left.
hear that. She has to hear all of that.
How many can
Feeling
Mel
the
get?
pressure, trying to take a step back. One is found, the spike hits the ground. And now they've reset. It's been chaotic. Do they go back? Donut's still on B.
Oh
it seems
my
like that's what they're going to try
gosh.
to do. But I don't... Are they going to have enough time? 10 seconds?
10 seconds left.
To get the spike down? That's
Yeah.
a long alley.
They have time.
I don't think they got it. I don't think they got it.
Spike planted.
Oh my
No
gosh, they
way.
got it! But it's not gonna matter. Because as the spike goes down in the narrowest of moments, the kills erupt for the defense.
My ultimate is ready.
Starbound gets their one. But they have to save the op. Holy smokes, what a round.
My gosh, and
Remember, your weapon.
I don't
is
know.
only
They
a
spent
tool.
those extras. I didn't even think the bomb was gonna be able to get down. They took an extra second to plant like on that little corner of the actual site instead of just doing the usual default plan. I think it created too much chaos. Maybe just go for the safe option next time.
Spike planted. One.
I wish we could have seen how close that was because that
It was
felt.
I was down to the wire.
Yeah. Oh.
Scanning ahead.
And so Shopify steal another one away. An aggressive dart and an angle taken from Flora with the op. Remember last time Starbound got the best of her. Op found now.
Should be another free KJL on this A site. What kind of post plan are we gonna see this time? Are we gonna see maybe everybody playing back this time? Is this a
Turrets
they
destroyed.
trying to fake? No, they're not trying to fake.
Alarm bot out. Alarm bot down.
Just cover their bases.
That KJ turret
alarm
being
bot?
broken was really early, by the way.
Yeah, that was instant.
Oh, this should be a free kill. Oh,
Oh,
the timing
no.
is so weird.
Almost gets a collat. Mel falls. I thought there was going to be more. Alexis is down
Oh
to 5
my
HP.
gosh.
And Starbound puts it between her eyes. Wait, are you you did see all three. You've got to know that they're there.
Revealing
Laser
area.
life stays away, laced with the dart. Noya tucking. They're behind her. They're behind her, yeah. Noya's positioning there was beautiful, and now Sarah's going to get some space too.
Last player standing.
Soft angle might just be enough. Oh, that dart!
Dodo on the 1v2.
One enemy
Sarah
remaining.
not able to hold it. Not able to get it to half. Dodo no with the Red Bull clutch for FlyQuest.
Wow. I mean, the fact that that round was even close, though.
Yeah,
After
it
these
shouldn't
two
have been.
kills, yeah, it just makes you feel like, how did that happen? And Noya actually made sound
One enemy
on the
remaining.
screen of Starbound, but it was just a little too late. And those shots at the end were crispy. Again, the 1-2 punch, kind of taking things into their own hands. Here we go.
Another op for Floor, another op for Starbound.
Fast mid play. This spot can be so oppressive. Just breaking that early turret alone is oppressive.
They're doing such a good job, FlyQuest are finding where this op is early.
Yeah.
They know they've lost kitchen at this point. Is there going to be a fight?
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's patient.
The patience
Noya's
is key.
so
The
patient!
patience is key.
Spike
Noya
down
gets them
B.
all!
That was Viper's pit too.
But if this map, is this series has shown us anything, it's that no round is ever safe. And so with that in mind, Lace and Starbound push forward. With the daunting task before them, they have to scoop up the spike. They still have to get it down. All right, never mind. They're
Surely.
not getting that. They're not
Surely.
getting that.
Here.
There's always a world. I mean, imagine Starbound goes for this peak, gets a collat.
You're selling too much.
I
here, man.
am. I am.
You're selling way too much.
I definitely am.
30
Placing
seconds
swarm
left.
grenade. Swarm grenade out.
And so we're going to have some time to talk through why that was successful.
Yeah. This mid to B came out. But honestly, FlyQuest is kind of lucky they didn't get punished in the actual window itself, right? You had like
10 seconds.
They
two
almost
players.
did by Melly, yeah.
You had 2 players from SR just primed and ready for that B split. And then Noya having the heads up awareness. When you're in that position and you're kind of alone on site, you do one of 2 things. You either play very, very aggressive in that B main area, or like around like yellow, or even pushed up in B main. Or you have the option to go back and do something like that and wrap around mid and hold.
Don't waste your
So
firepower.
finding the perfect timing amongst all the chaos of the enemy team, and
Spike
I mean just clean shots there. So snappy. And she didn't really have to worry about that B main area whatsoever because the turret was primed and ready, posted on it that entire time. So
Yeah, you're right.
that's probably what influenced the decision of making that play to flank late.
That's such a deep wall.
Drone doesn't see op this time.
No. Knife dodge, too.
Flash and dart will come out the side of FlyQuest
dude.
right here. Is it enough?
Oh my gosh, she almost hit that.
Really good timing though from FlyQuest. I like how drilled they are on taking that space.
Yeah. I mean, so it was the drone, and then it was the flash, and then it was the dart, and it was the knife.
And the,
Like-
and the swing at the same time
Yeah, you're right.
from Dodo, because Dodo's aware that if a Jet's ever in any of those positions, they're either playing anti in the first place or they might just turn, right? And that little split second timing of fluorescent turning gained all the space for Dodo. And again, we're seeing this play where they're depositing the duelist, working another spot of the map, and maybe they'll lean back again.
Here.
It's so hard for Shopify because they're aware that
Placing swarm grenade.
there's been an op on this attacking side most of the rounds. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's hard to want to get info. Like you kind of have
30
to use
seconds
utility, and that makes it obvious what your setup is.
Blocking sight.
And if
Saunders
you use your
ult.
body on the flip side, you just die right to the op. So
Right, yeah. It's a bad situation to be
It's
in,
tough.
right? It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Both shocks through. Dodo with blades. They're so paranoid about a late lurk A
Yeah.
that Mel is still holding it.
it's all that conditioning from previous rounds.
Yeah. You're right. Lace has ult. Right on cue.
And they're gonna flash off the
it's-
chaos.
Dodo falls. They can push more.
Put a
Tucked
clove on
behind the harbor
bomb.
wall. There it is.
One enemy remaining.
Right on cue. Floor gets one with the op. The spam connects. Starbound can do nothing, and they're going to drop the op this time. They're not able to save it, but it doesn't matter. No other choice there.
Switching sides.
A 6-6 half, and what a ferocious comeback at the end for Shopify. 4 of the last 5 their way.
Back and forth, back and forth. Has been the story of these last 2 maps so far. Both teams are playing very, very well right now. This is very high level Valorant.
Again, fitting of a grand final.
It's insane.
What is the adjustment? I mean, what?
Yeah.
How do you reset from that and
actually
just
insane.
Turn eyes to the next half.
I just want to point out there's a hero deagle light armor on floor right now. Investing a lot into floor. As you should. His first fight.
Enemy kill.
Dodo! Getting Noya.
No armor there. Yeah,
Oh.
no armor on Dodo. I mean, you've got to expect value out of this setup for floor, right?
Dodo's playing
You
perfect
have
right
to.
now.
A second one. The potential on the third will not connect.
Spike down A.
But how do you match the firepower that's been left before you? A quick little refilling from Mel as soon as Floor
Oh,
takes
no.
a step back.
Last
Mel goes
player
forward.
standing.
Thea falls. And it's all on Floor now. 70 HP, 4 bullets, 3 targets. Health is a commodity too. Lace and Sandra both taking damage. Ooh, what a response from FlyQuest. In the big investment, it's Dodo Nut who saves the day.
Dodo played that round near perfect.
Yeah.
Getting one on top pipes, getting out, and then finessing this dart. I mean, that's really great and confident jet play right there.
Things we love to see.
And Starbound again on the Outlaw. Wow, this is a really light investment from FlyQuest. They're super confident they're going to win this round. You have a Deagle, a Ghost, a Stinger, and then you have a Marshall and an Outlaw.
I wonder if it's probably a combination. Yeah, they think they can win it, but also you want to get that op online as soon as you can, right?
It has been the recipe of success for them on this map so far.
Yeah.
And that's on attack. So just imagine what you can do on defense with an op. I will say, though, this Harbor Viper comp, it is mainly geared towards trying to not get op. Like, that's the whole point of this comp, is to use all those walls to gain space and make it hard for the enemy team to get op kills. But we've already seen Dodo Nut playing in front of the wall, understanding where the dart's going to be landing behind her.
Here's a Marshall found.
Like, outplaying.
Spike down
What a
A.
good pop flash swing. If we're already seeing things like that,
Eco frags are nice.
how does Floor get some of these kills? I swear. This is just prime positioning right now for Dodo. You're already so close to your jet knives. If you get one more kill or die here, next round, all you have to do is just go for the orb with a dart that lands on belt. Maybe a KO flash as well, so you can't get punished. And you have jet knives going into a gun round for SR.
One enemy remaining.
Ace,
She was playing.
10 seconds left.
She was playing there to try to get the kill. The ace comes through. The eye by power ace for Dodo Nut. All off of the Marshall. We talk so much about the Outlaw. I don't think it shot a single bullet. It was all Dodo Nut the whole time.
You're 100% correct. And having that,
That was a nice flash.
yeah, that pop flash play is sick. But
Enemy
having
remaining.
your jet have knives
10
into this
seconds left.
round, and you have an outlaw, if you tag anybody up, you can knife them in the foot if you want, and they're dead. And look, now Lace all of a sudden has the Marshall. Now you actually have a pretty decent buy going into this round, and you're getting aggressive here with the outlaw behind you. Oh,
Got a lot of...
this is
So
huge!
aggressive! That's the first gun down!
Placing swarm grenade.
Floor's dropped. The tip of the spear has been blunted.
Oh my gosh.
Here.
But that's enough damage for Starbound to now get a one-shot onto Mel, or even one of the Marshals, right? Even, oh no! A deadly mistake!
Another excellent start for FlyQuest that could potentially be squelched. Never out of a round.
That was such a costly error.
Where do they go from here? I see Sonder testing the water, see if there's anything left B. And
They do have the weaponry to post
yeah,
on these heaven angles and all this stuff, but what can they do about the mollies? They have no smokes.
and they also don't have a ton of time.
Oh, look at the mollies, right? This is
What's that, 4 bits of utility and
shock
half a
darts
second?
next. This is hard.
Yeah, the nano, the spit,
Oh,
all
wait a
of
second.
One enemy remaining.
it.
Oh my
there's not
gosh.
enough here. There's not enough here. Nicely done. And so with that, a little bit of damage was dealt from FlyQuest. Actually, a considerable amount of damage. Because now they have the off back online for the defense. It goes into the hands of Dodonut.
Yeah.
And it's not a great buy for the attack. It's not great for Shopify.
One enemy remaining.
FlyQuest had a really good chance of actually winning this round until that kill in mid happened.
Placing swarm grenade.
Thea going down there not only delays because you don't have that, it not only doesn't delay because you don't have that AWOL to be brought up, but it also ended up kind of biting them in the butt for the retake. And your solo smokes like that, it's tough going down.
Poison's off.
I get it though, because if you break that turret, it can open up a late flank.
Yeah, for sure.
Super aggressive.
I suggest you move.
Reckoning invested. They're going to push the pace on this. That spit timing is really nice. Feeling a lot of the pressure while Sarah gets space backside.
Oh,
Mel has to be careful. She's getting hunted. She's dead. Look at those walls sectioning off and dissecting B.
oh, Dodonut saw floor.
Did she?
Yeah, saw the barrel,
she?
but it doesn't
But she
matter.
didn't see Sarah. Saunders there. Now they gotta understand.
Oh.
The comms have to come through. There's still one back snowman. Flora left to wreak havoc on the side while Alexis and Noya hold the line.
Oh,
Starbound falls. Saunders inevitable. We're tied at 8.
see why Shopify likes using the harbor on this map. It allows you to take all of that snowman area and have a crossfire from yellow. And Thea just getting caught out at these awkward timings. Shopify's punishing that, and that's a pretty advantageous spot for the most part when you are the Viper, I would say. We do see a lot of teams hold a solo Viper on that yellow.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Sam really made a name for himself playing in that area. In the big leagues. But I think she just took that little sidestep a little too early. Maybe you just need to be more patient in that spot and just hold the angle. Let them walk into your crosshair because, I mean, Shopify doesn't have a flash to push you off that angle. So you really can.
You can just hold.
Yeah, you can. You really can just hold and at least make it a 1-for-1. At the very least.
Yeah, get yours and then, you know, maybe get out or
Yeah.
fall, but at least you've dealt a little bit of damage. You're right. That's a tough spot to be in. Jovi calling a timeout for FlyQuest. Tied at 8 apiece. And maybe not to the same degree as Sunset, but a similar story in that it feels like FlyQuest is definitely in the fight,
Yeah.
but they're struggling to put him away. We'll see
These
if they can
last
pull
two
it
games
off.
have been great.
They have.
Super
but
competitive.
they've just, that's the problem though. Can they close? Can they take the map? Can they convert?
Yeah.
Here.
A Guardian for Lace. The spam through. Nothing quite tagged yet.
Oh.
That's a great start if you're Shopify.
Oh, Floor is about to just do some crazy things here, I
things.
believe. Yeah. Oh, Dash just ran out.
All good. Didn't see it. There was the crazy things we were talking about.
One enemy
They
remaining.
swing back sight. They destroy FlyQuest.
Spike.
And that should be the round.
Spike planted.
In this comp that Shopify's playing, if you don't get an early first blood and like disrupt the actual hit, once the hit comes
Yeah.
through, I mean, you see how hard it is. There's so many different layers of walls and mollies that are being thrown. There's a dart. Floor is dashing, not that round, but might actually have ended up working to her benefit, not dashing into top gen that time because there's
Yeah.
3 people backside primed and ready for that.
And that's such a similar hit to what we saw. I mean, that pathing is so similar to what we saw 2 days ago.
Yeah. It's so strong. Like you know what's gonna happen, but you just get smothered on that site with all that utility.
Yeah.
Now you have Sovault and Jet Knives online for Shopify, and also I want to point out the economy of Shopify right now. I'm seeing players sitting on 7K, so
They have so much money.
they're very healthy. Oh, Just floor on 7K, but still.
That's 7K after the buy.
Yeah.
Dude, you're right. They're so rich.
Buy shorties for the squad, you know what I mean?
You might as well hand them out, right?
Starbomb with
You
top.
get a shorty.
Starbomb with top.
And that was their success on the attack side. This flash is really nice. Over the top of the orb, so Dodo can take an angle there.
Mm-hmm.
Poison's off.
That's a
Cascade bind.
really early cascade to try to stop the actual tube peak, but no one's there. FlyQuest is super proactive into this round, breaking mid turret early on and then re-clearing the B space. Jump spot gets the info too. Dea just needs to tuck here and just hold that off angle like I was talking about, and they have a crossfire too.
I think the question is, they may not have a flash, but is there a shock? Is
she
there
needs
a
to be-
spit?
She needs to be telling somebody, yo, break my dart, because that's gonna scan. Well, it doesn't scan though.
Was it a little too far away? There's the shock. There's the flash. Dea takes some damage, and now the knife
don't
too.
panic. Just hold.
Spit.
Poison's
She's
off.
patient.
Oh, she's panicking. It doesn't matter. As I say that, Dodo picks up that off angle that I was talking about.
Yeah. A little bit of help, a little bit of reinforcements.
This
30
is
seconds
crazy
left.
that Alexis is just in this box.
Now, what's the cue for her to move? Once they make some noise, do they go? Because Alexis can't hear anything right now. Oh, she's heard
Now
that.
she hears everybody right
oh, she's
now.
heard them both.
Oh. And they're coming back B.
It's a beautiful insertion, and now the cove to protect. The swing out, but she falls.
10 seconds
With
left.
10 seconds left.
They're gonna run at her.
Tap. It's a tap. Are they gonna get back in time? Spike going down. So does Sarah.
Whoa.
Sonder with another. Oh, almost gets a third through the wall. 2v3. Mel one away from pit. Op still in the hands of Starbound. They can toggle behind that wall.
Out of charges.
What's the gas situation for Mel? It's got to be close.
Here.
Noya here close. Wall goes up. Starbound out of the round for now. The turret to provide a little bit of cover. Oh, she lands it onto Mel. Noya has to do it on her own. The swing on the first, the tap of the Vandal. Shoulder thrown. Just the narrowest. And they're going to get the kill. The defuse comes through and we're tied again.
It's so crazy. It was a great round. Start of the round from Shopify. Getting Alexis all the way pushed up. But then taking the 1v1 against Dea. That one kill was so pivotal in the round. Sonder with these clean shots in mid.
One down.
Wow.
Yep.
I got kind of worried in that 3v2. Like, yeah, you have the numbers game, but sometimes having an op on the retake can be a detriment.
Yeah, it almost makes it worse. You're
Yeah.
right. You become so one-dimensional in your attempt.
I like that Starbound was the one that got on bomb there and Lace covered,
Wait,
because if you whiff that off shot, it's over.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was waiting for that flash. It
Yeah.
came through, but Alexis was there to punish.
I really enjoy the way FlyQuest plays the maps that they play. It like when it looks good, it looks great, because the previous round they dry swung mid, broke the turret. This round they were aware that SR might be holding for that, so they have the pop flash, right? And it doesn't work out, but the idea is there.
Oh, they're dry here. You got Sonder, but I don't think you're expecting a second. Never mind. Lace falls. Once again, the round gets out of hand for FlyQuest.
Yeah. I would love to see a stat of how many times SR wins the round when they're up 4v5.
Oh, floor aggressive, dashing forward. Dea falls. Starbound's on the trade. Oh my goodness, that was disgusting.
Ultimate ready.
Op doesn't shoot that fast. Maybe old chamber meta. We would have
Yeah.
seen something crazy. FlyQuest are playing this map so much like that old chamber meta as well, but with a killjoy.
They really are.
You have the jet that creates all that havoc and pandemonium on site hits or even on the attacking, like first bloods, right? Just trying to go for a first pick, and then you have the op posted on the other side of the map. So reminiscent of that old meta. Starbound's making this KJ look like a duelist, like that old chamber as well. Oh.
Knives off. Oh, gosh, that's
Oh,
perfect.
she's gonna cook.
She's not done. She's not done. She's gone hunting 3. The dash goes for the 4th. Not able to lay in the ace, but that's all right. That's going to end up on Reddit anyway.
That was nuts.
Spike planted.
The first shot alone was insane. So fast. It was insta. Shopify showed a different look this time around, waiting for the A utility and then exploding right after.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Just ridiculous.
Shopify's mental is so impressive. Like they're never out of it.
Yeah.
They truly give it their all to the very last round.
And I think you can make a similar argument and discussion for FlyQuest because, man, we've seen a lot of fight out of that squad.
Yeah. I mean, they have had a great map so far against Shopify, who have looked insane on this, but now we're seeing FlyQuest struggle with dealing with the star power of Fluorescent. And we saw Zand in their previous series also have a 28 kill game with a win. Similar scoreline, 13-9 it was for the last time they played this map. So it seems like they do struggle against these main duelists on their defensive side. Maybe they have to play in better spots that can more so punish the entries of Floor and not give the early first bloods. Maybe that's the adaptation that's about to be made from Jovi with this FlyQuest roster, because so far these last couple of rounds they've been getting picked apart. And I don't blame them for going for these aggressive plays still, because it worked so well early on in the half. But now they're getting punished back to back.
And regardless of what the conversation is for Jovi and for FlyQuest right now, it is the last opportunity. That's the last timeout burned.
Yeah.
And Shopify are potentially 2 rounds away from wrapping this thing up and sending everyone home early. The tough thing is, if it does end this way, it's not indicative of how good FlyQuest have played.
Yeah, they looked really good. If this does end up being a 3-0, I mean, it just as easily could have been a 3-2 or anything like that. They could have won.
Yeah.
Last map 100%.
Could have won Sunset. Yeah, for sure. And they've put up an incredible fight on Icebox. But Shopify pulling away late, now up 2 rounds.
Poison orb emitted.
A must-win gun round for FlyQuest. The series hangs in the balance.
This A hit is going to be so hard to hold because this Harbor ult's going to come out. But Starbound, if Starbound's able to get one here, and get out and use the KJ ult,
huge,
massive.
Or they tag. Harbor wall goes up. Op sits on the sideline for now. Does Floor go? Does Floor go?
I don't think so.
For
I don't
now.
think so.
Yeah. So if they don't do anything about that alarm bot, they're going to lose the pit.
The double flank.
Alexis is expecting the
Oh my
flank.
gosh.
And it was a little wide. Now Sarah's there to try to do what her teammate could not. Oh, it's Floor!
No way.
Did she just...
30 seconds left.
How did she even get there?
She just jumped off of heaven. Full
From
jump.
pipes
She didn't even have a
nest?
dash. She had no dash, Doug.
Holy smokes, what a play. Just when it looked like FlyQuest had a lead. Whoa, okay.
One enemy remaining.
Okay. Okay.
10
Mel
seconds left.
with 9 seconds left.
Wow.
Bullets flying by. Mel falls. Lace gets 3 on the round. FlyQuest get to 10. Dude, that round alone was such a good description of what these last 2 maps have been.
Yeah. FlyQuest played that so intelligent, especially Starbound getting off a site there, not committing the ult screens, because they knew that Harbor ult was gonna come out and they were gonna push screens if that KJ ult went down there. So doing that ult in heaven, it's a lot safer. It's a lot easier to hold that. No one really is gonna push you heaven into that one choke. So great heads up awareness from FlyQuest, and then to even have the extra layer of that Sova ult coming in while the flank is happening. I mean, they set that round up and knew the reactions of Shopify.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice.
There's a fight about to happen. Long Mel falls.
Another kill from aggression on the B side of the map. Mel going down this
Yeah.
time.
And Mel was trying to explore past the wall, but FlyQuest was holding it.
Oh yeah, has to
Now-
use KJ ult.
I mean, they have so
She
much
has
money.
to.
Yeah, all right. Invested. Time bought. Sarah falls. That's a big fadeaway kill too, man. Alexis trying to do what she can to keep them back. Two are going to fall. Noy and Floor left alone. It's just one.
Full 4!
Is this it? Is this how this goes? Decides not to hunt.
One enemy
Just drops
remaining.
the molly.
Bomb grenade out.
Oh my God.
Starbound has an op. Switches it for a Vandal.
Placing
Time
swarm
is
grenade.
Is the Molly
everything.
hit?
Swarm grenade out.
It looks short. Oh, it's short! But it doesn't matter. The Red Bull clutch comes through for Noya. Shopify Rebellion on series point.
Match point.
Once we win, just
Oh
come on
my
and everyone
gosh.
else. I'll fix it up.
Oh my gosh, Doug.
Swarm grenade out.
Wow.
I had to focus for a second.
And that Molly being
goodness.
missed actually ended up working in Noya's favor because, I mean, if you're Starbound, you already have it more than half. Then the Molly misses.
You hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hold. Blades for Dodo Nut. A Bucky for Thea. You imagine there's going to be an early pit?
This is so
But instead,
heartbreaking.
they hold. Wait, there's a flash. There's a flash of knives off of this. Oh, it's dry? Dodo's been tagged. Dodo Nut has to dash away. Dashes into Alexis's crosshair.
down,
Saunders
B.
going to fall as well. B is now wide open. And they just put the pit down A.
Lock in sight.
Oh, so now the pit is gone too. They still have Lace. Floor falls a 3v3. But still just a Bucky for Thea. No real opportunity to upgrade a weapon either.
And Lace is so low. 17 HP. Sarah has 2 shocks. This is so intense. Any type of mistake here would be, I mean, the game for FlyQuest. Shopify are picking the right site.
30 seconds left.
Now I wonder here too, even if they realize it's a B hit, they would have to go all the way down to B long to upgrade a weapon. So it's going to be a Bucky the rest of the way.
At this point, she just has to try to stick the bomb for her teammates.
One enemy
Oh, and it's just...
Screen down.
They crumble. Now it's Thea, a Ghost and a Bucky. A dink for one. That weapon in this scenario. What a brutal outlook. What a brutal situation.
It's impossible. There's shock darts. There's 2 different types of mollies. Noya is just swinging. It's not winnable, Doug.
No. Delaying the inevitable
Lucky
here.
gang.
As the Spunky continues to tick away, that's all it'll be.
win.
The Shopify Rebellion era is far from over. They are your Series 1 champions.
And they got pushed, Doug. They definitely got
did.
pushed. But all that experience, that championship mentality, and the great timeouts and composure from Effie's, they prevail.
Dude, I think we talk about bend but don't break, and I think that was a lot of this tournament for Shopify. They got pushed. They dropped a couple of maps. A couple of other ones were outrageously close, maybe in ways people wouldn't have expected, but they showed resilience. They showed depth in the face of getting pushed. They didn't take a step back. They continued to be confident. Mel's calling was masterclass again.
Yeah.
To the surprise of literally no one. I mean, yeah, they got pushed by Decimate. They got pushed by FlyQuest. And FlyQuest has a lot to look forward to as the season goes on because there's still a lot of Valorant left to play throughout the year. But the Shopify Rebellion team somehow just gets better. I don't get it.
That's what makes them Shopify. That's what makes them the champions. They take all their losses, even in series that are close, because they don't actually truly ever lose, right? I mean, they lost 1 map in the last this last run that they did. But the fact that they're able to continue improving even on the games that are close is what sets them apart from these other teams. And I gotta give it to FlyQuest right now because they played on these last 2 maps. They played phenomenal Valorant, and
Yeah, they did.
the strategy was there. It just came down to these tiny moments of mistakes that they made that ended up being their detriment.
Yeah, I think mistakes that they made, capitalization from Shopify in those moments,
Yeah.
and we talked about it throughout the series. You can't afford an inch against Shopify because they'll take the whole thing, and ultimately that's kind of what it boiled down to. So Shopify Rebellion sit on top of the Game Changers world again, and it doesn't seem like they're letting go of that throne anytime soon. We're gonna go to a break. The desk will catch you guys on the other side.
Rachel, you okay?
No. I live with a broken phone. I can't trade in.
Okay, that's dramatic. Better plans Verizon. Everyone can trade in their old phone and get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus with AI on them.
A new phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Wait, I'm on Verizon. Can I still get it?
Yeah.
I gotta trade this in, right?
New and existing customers can trade in any Samsung phone for a new Galaxy S24 Plus watch and tablet, all on us. That's up to $1,800 in value, only on Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.